Hello, people. This is Mac with Mac Commentary. A man from Wales, Maine, wielding a large knife known as a bolo machete, was arrested for allegedly attacking 3 police officers at the New Year's Eve celebration in New York City. Authorities said he struck 2 officers in the head before a 3rd officer shot the man in the shoulder. The attack happened a little after 10 p.m. after about 8 blocks from Times Square, just outside of the high security zone where revelers are screened for weapons. The 2 officers were taken to Bellevue Hospital, one with a fractured skull and the other with a bad cut, but both expected to recover. The suspect has been identified as Trevor Bickford, 19, of Wales. Bickford had attended Wales High School in Maine. The attack and sound of a gunshot briefly sent some people in the crowd running, but the incident did not impact the festivities in Times Square, which continued uninterrupted. Mayor Eric Adams said at a news conference that he had spoken to one of the wounded officers as he was being stitched up at the hospital. Let's listen to the mayor now.
And it is a Happy New Year's. We have 3 officers who are going home. The 3 officers were attacked today. They were doing their jobs, the jobs that members of the New York City Police Department and other first responders and law enforcement officers do every day. And as we do a preliminary review of the body cam video, we see how well these officers executed the plan that was put in place by the New York City Police Department in ensuring we protect those who came here to bring in the New Year's. This attack took place outside of the screen area, and it is why the commissioner and her team ensures that we properly screen everyone entering the area where the viewing is actually taking place. When New Yorkers visited here, they visited and saw thousands of officers who were in the area making sure that we could have a safe bringing in the New Year's. And the 3 officers involved in this incident, they were doing just that. All 3 of the officers are in stable conditions, and there are no credible threats to New Yorkers at this time. This attack took place outside of the area that the police department has identified as the area that we wanted to do primary focus on. And these officers responded in an admirable, professional manner, and all the officers involved. And I must say that even after the incident took place, the responding officers made sure the scene was under control and returned to the primary focus of ensuring that everyone that was here in Times Square received the best professional service that we offer as a police entity and the other first responders that participated in this evening.
The information I'm about to provide is preliminary, as this incident is only a few hours old. Earlier this evening at approximately 10:11 p.m., officers assigned to the New Year's Eve detail were at the corner of West 52nd Street and 8th Avenue outside the security screening zone when, unprovoked, a 19-year-old male approached an officer and attempted to strike him over the head with a machete. The male then struck 2 additional officers in the head with a machete. One officer, an 8-year veteran, suffered a laceration to the head. The 2nd officer, who graduated the police academy on Friday, was also struck in the head, resulting in a skull fracture and large laceration. One of the officers fired their service weapon, striking the subject in the shoulder. The 3 officers were removed to Bellevue Hospital, where I am relieved to report that they are in stable condition. I would like to thank Assistant Directors of Nursing, Dion Bernadelle and Bruce Martin, and all the staff here at Bellevue Hospital for their excellent care of our officers. The subject was also removed to Bellevue Hospital, where he is being treated for his injuries. We are working with our federal partners for this investigation, and it is ongoing. I would like to stress, as the mayor said, there is no active threat at this time. This is another reminder of what our officers face. There were a lot of people out tonight. We are asking anyone who has any information to please call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-577-TIPS.
I want to start tonight by commending the brave actions by the members of the NYPD who responded to this attack tonight. Truly impressive to see what they do every day, and even more impressive to see how they respond in times of emergency. I want to thank the Commissioner and the NYPD for their coordination on this, and I want to be clear that the FBI, through the Joint Terrorism Task Force, is working very closely with them to determine the nature of this attack, and we will run every lead to ground. I also want to be very clear, as I've heard said tonight previously, this is very much an ongoing investigation, so our ability to talk about specifics is limited. And I do want to be very clear, as you heard the Mayor and the Commissioner state earlier, that there is no ongoing threat. We believe this was a sole individual at this time. There's nothing to indicate otherwise.
So the secret to becoming...
As stated, Trevor Bickford, 19, of Wales, Maine, is accused of slashing 2 New York's police department cops. The alleged Islamic extremist who stabbed a rookie NYPD cop with a machete near Times Square on New Year's Eve was on an FBI watch list after being radicalized and vowing to fight in Afghanistan. Trevor Bickford, 19, from Wales, Maine, does not have criminal record according to a preliminary investigation, but police sources said the Bureau of Boston have an open case on him. Bickford is on a Guardian list because of his radicalization, and the New York Post reports he made statements to his aunt about his desire to go fight in the Middle East, which prompted her to tell the authorities. People, we have to be watchful. We have to be careful out there. The ISIS and other Islamic extremists were associated with the Al-Qaeda. They are still looking to perpetuate some type of terrorist activity against the United States for all the evils that the United States has done in the Middle East, Iraq, and other countries such as Libya and Syria. And we are now have 29 bases in Africa. When will this country stop trying to be the imperialist of the world, the cop of the world? Until it stops, then now they're going to start to radicalizing the American youth to get them to fight against America. So with that, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you soon.